Well, I have a good memory. I don't need to write it down. You've reached Talking with Dr. Terry, 180 Seconds to a Better You, message number 79. I'm Dr. Terry Wurzbacher, and this call goes out to April, who's nobody's fool. Happy April Fool's Day, everybody. I'm a slow learner, it seems. Last year, 2024, was the first year I actually made the effort to write down my goals. I typed them out, but that's actual writing. Sure, I've always had goals of some sort, but I don't think I ever had a bunch of them at once. I decided to see what was going to happen, though. I printed them out, hung them in various places where I would see them, by the chair where I spend a lot of time, in the kitchen, and of course in the bathroom. I read them whenever I was in one of those places. I would just scan them most of the time. I had 13 listed. At the end of the year, I amazed myself by having completed 8 of them, partially completed 4, and didn't do 1. But what fascinated me even more was that one of the goals involved something I've been hemming and hawing about for the last 6 years. This one just fell into my lap, so to speak. Well, it was a car, so it didn't actually fall into my lap. It was perfect. I'll tell you about that sometime. The most astonishing one, though, had to do with hearing aids. I'd finally gotten mine in November of 2023 and was in awe of how much the difference they made in my life. I wanted to help other people have that experience, but they're too expensive for many people who need them. So I wanted to start a foundation or something to help folks with that. I looked it up and saw there were several organizations who did it, and I just kind of lost interest in that part. In the fall of 2024, I was in for a check of my hearing aids and had to wait for a minute. Lying there on the chair was a brochure about a way to help people finance their hearing aids. So I was able to donate a fair amount of money at that time and help people. See how simple that was? Even though I had a different idea of how to accomplish my goal, the universe knew what way would work the best for me. The goal was written as, quote, help people get hearing aids. So the universe found the best way for me to do that. I didn't write, quote, start an organization. See how we just have to let go and the opportunities appear? Another surprise to me was one weekend I found myself cleaning out one of my rooms. That's not a normal behavior for me. I had no clue what had gotten into me because there are many other things I'd rather do on a weekend. Later that night I was looking at my list, and guess what? That was on the list. Why am I talking about this now? Because I was so impressed by the power of writing these things down that I knew I was going to do it again this year. But alas, I procrastinated. I finally got them written about 2 weeks ago. Just a little behind. Anyway, I replaced the other pieces of paper with the 2025 goals and let them be. For the first time in over 20 years, I got my tax information to my accountant early. That was on my list this year. Putting these things down and rereading them as frequently as possible is extremely powerful.